yellow on this multiplication table represents what we've learned so far about multiplication. But let's add multiplying by a factor of 2 or 5 today. The red row and column represent the multiples of 2, and the light green row and column represent multiples of 5. So we'll learn to multiply by a factor of 2 or 5. Let's look at this chart to help us understand multiplying by 2 better. Our first multiplication problem has a factor of 2 and a factor of 1, or 2 times 1. As you see, that's our first multiple of 2. And 2 triangles shows that 2 times 1 gives us a product of 2. 2 times 2 is 4. The product of 4 comes from 2 groups of 2. 2 times 3 can be represented by 3 groups of 2, and that gives us a product of 6 total items. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5 equals 10. 6 groups of 2 give us a product of 12. 2 multiplied by 7 equals 14. The 8th multiple of 2 is 16. 9 groups of 2 gives us a product of 18. And when 2 and 10 are your factors, your answer would be 20. Here's a look at the multiples of 2, well, the first 10 multiples of 2. As you can see, each multiple adds 2 to the previous multiple. As we begin learning about multiplying by 5, we can see on this multiplication chart that we already know 5 times 0, 5 times 1, and 5 times 2. It's important when you're learning about multiplication to use what you already know. We already knew that 5 times 1 equals 5. We also already knew that 5 plus 5, or 5 times 2, equals 10. 5 times 3 equals 15. 5 times 4 equals 20. 5 times 5 equals 25. 5 times 6 equals 30. 5 times 7 equals 35. 5 times 8 equals 40. 5 times 9 equals 45. And 5 times 10 equals 50. The multiples of 5 have a pattern to help you know if you've got a reasonable answer. Multiples of 5 have a 5 in the ones place or a 0 in the ones place. As we look at our multiplication chart, we've learned how to multiply by 0, 1, 2, 5, and 10.
Multiplication.